look down on this street, we are looking down on an enormous Roman street. All right? Do you see the group of stones that is just sitting there at the end of the street? That group of stones was thrown down from the top of the Temple Mount in the year 70 AD. That was Titus and the 10th Legion. Of course, they destroyed Jerusalem. Took them 3 weeks to destroy everything on top of the Temple Mount, including all the buildings, the temple itself, and almost half of the wall. Where you see the top of that green cypress tree, that was the height of the wall. See that up there? Up here was a tower that even was higher than that tree. And that tower was the place of trumpeting. And right down here we have a corner of a stone that says to the place of trumpeting, and it was found in this place. It fell down, of course, in the year 70 AD when it was thrown down. But what was that used for? That was used for the silver trumpets in the time. And remember, they don't have wristwatches. They don't have Big Ben. They have to have people to tell them when the holidays begin, when the Shabbat begins, when it ends. When to come, when to go. And of course, in the time of war, what would they be blowing? The shofar was to alarm the people. Gather here. Remember Nehemiah? So this corner is the southwest corner of the enormous temple complex. It was 1/6, it still is 1/6 of the city of Jerusalem. And it occupies 144,000 metric cubes. So it's a huge platform. On top of it wasn't just the temple, but of course the temple was the central focus. This road, again, was the Roman street that paralleled the entire western wall, where the Jews are praying. They're praying on the outer wall of the temple. Don't ever tell anyone you saw the western wall of the temple. Then Jesus would be a liar. Remember what he says to his disciples? Verily I say unto you, not one stone there will be left upon another. And that's exactly what happened in the year 70 AD. It's amazing that he could have predicted such a thing. Titus had promised never to touch it. It was one of the wonders of the world. But due to greed and due to the fact what was inside the temple, gold. When gold burns, where does it go? It runs, doesn't it? And those running streams of gold and silver and all the metals were going into the Temple Mount crevices. And remember, the legionnaires were allowed to have all the booty. And that's what made them destroy it so utterly, was the greed of booty. So we see corner of the temple fell, the tower that was the place of trumpeting, and also you see a big indentation there where there was an enormous bridge. Do you see where the bridge started? And the bridge went over here 13 meters, the largest ancient bridge ever found. And that bridge was a staircase where you could also go up onto the pillared buildings that was called the Basilica or the Stoa on the Temple Mount. But I just want you to be impressed with one more thing. Do you see up there where you see the green brushy area? That's the entrance to the Temple Mount today. That's how high the dirt was before we dug down to this level. Now we could dig down farther, but mostly we dig down to the Second Temple period, this grandiose temple that Herod the Great built. And of course, the entire city went under urban renewal. It's so interesting, the archaeologists say that the street is in excellent condition. Excellent condition because the historians say in 66 the whole urban renewal was completed. But in the year 70, everything was destroyed. So, the plans of man compared to the plans of God.